Hey there and welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to hop on and share some of the supplies that I have pulled for February to use in my main squeeze, my Hemlock and Oak planner. So for the month of January, I will go ahead and flip to January. I need to order some tabs, but this was my first week. I am on the Cocoa Daisy creative team, and so I do receive the kits for my design work and to use for projects and to be able to share with you all. So I have that scattered throughout the month. I found that there's certain elements that I had throughout the month that I decided that I want to carry into February. So that's what I plan to share with you all today. A big thing is that I use the same number set throughout the whole month, which I really liked. I stuck with the same color for the most part, except this little half week here. This is the Distressed Oxide Victorian Velvet. I also kept this cluster here at the bottom. I used a half circle and a stamp from Feed Your Craft to stamp out January, and also some different little details here from a stamp set from Retro Hip Co. I've also kept my trackers consistent here at the bottom, and I had built my sidebar in the same type of order. I know for me, a good combination works of stickers, stamps, and then midliners or highlighters or tombos. And then also finding out what type of pen I like best in this planner. So one thing that I did do this current week, the last full week of January, is I actually drew a bold line to separate each day, and really just on the other side of the timestamp here. I really visually like this. I think I can more clearly and distinctively see each day of the week versus some of these layouts. To me, I think I get a little lost. I don't know. I like how it looks, but I just think my preference is having a more of a set structure to my planner. I've also dedicated the bottom to lists, and those lists are pretty consistent. And same thing with the sidebar. You know, not too much has changed. A lot of these are stickers from Cocoa Daisy, which I mentioned. I actually purchased the Hobonichi Weeks stickers, which I'm using a lot here throughout the planner layout, and I actually really enjoyed this size of sticker in this planner. I think that it works out really well. The scale of them works, I think, for this type of planner. You can definitely still use a full box sticker that will totally work for this as well, but I just kind of like the smaller elements mixed in with some of the like more classic happy planner style stickers. So kind of rambling here. I've already sort of started working on February. I know that I wanted to build my sidebar here, starting my trackers, and I am using the Cocoa Daisy kits as my start off point for my colors that I'm pulling from my stash. So I received 2 of their sticker kits, the memory keeping sticker kit along with the Daisy add-on sticker kit. This is really a favorite of mine, and I've already worked to pull some ink colors that will work well with this collection. So there's Tattered Rose, Victorian Velvet, Antique Linen, Scattered Straw, Speckled Egg, Bundled Sage, Evergreen Bow, Stormy Sky, and Abandoned Coral. So I've pulled these already and swatched them, and I think that a lot of these will look really nice with this collection. And so when I am looking, I'm just kind of seeing what are the predominant colors. Okay, there's these soft greens. These would work really well. This bold coral color is one that I had pulled out. This is the best coral color that I have in my collection. And then some of these blues are a bit of a stretch, but I like to kind of mix it up as well. So I pulled those. Another one, Fossilized Amber. If you wanted to dip more into the yellow tones, you could definitely do that as well. So I've separated these stickers. I just kind of store them in here. I'm no longer using a disc bound system, but that's easy to just kind of transfer with me. I've got January's Daisy Weeks sticker kit here that you can see I've been using, and then I've have some from last year's February kit, or maybe this is even 2 years ago, so I will be pulling from that as well. And then this is a digital planner society kit that I had that I thought I could use more of these script elements. And then also I thought that this really bright pink would be fun to mix in with some of these colors as well. So you can see there's that sage green and the darker, you can call this like a darker teal color. So I thought that this would be really cool to pull in. This, I want to say, came with, I'm really not sure actually which planner this came with. I think the plum paper that I had ordered for work last year. So that is a look at the stickers, that the main stickers I will say I'll be using for this month. I also have the stamp sets from the Traveler's Notebook Memory Keeping Kit for Cocoa Daisy. This is February and this is January, and I really have enjoyed using a lot of these elements, so that will stay the same. To continue on with stamps, I have some other stamps here that I've pulled from Kelly Stamps, from Feed Your Craft, a Citrus Twist stamp set, and then Heidi Swapp in Studio Calico. And so I am going to use the Citrus Twist Sophie alphabet as the main numbers that I'm going to use for this month. And then this is like a quarterly stamp set, so there's a lot of different elements here that would apply for February, so I would definitely want to use this as well. And then just general like chores and goals and plan. I've barely used this stamp set, so I definitely want to pull it out to make sure that I am using my stash. Then here I've got some more stickers that I've pulled from my collection of from Happy Planner. This had some more of that pink and the green tones that I think would really work nicely. Obviously it doesn't have this really bold blue color in the Elegance Blooms kits, but I think a lot of these will totally work with the Elegance Blooms collection, so I've pulled that. I have this neutral watercolor pack here, which is really like a favorite of mine right now. I used a lot of this last month, and there's, like I said, it's kind of these sage colors. I think there's something that these peachy tones can be used for sure with Elegance Blooms, and these watercolors are just gorgeous. Then I've got this an oldie but goodie Supermom. I've wanted lately icons, and this has a lot of these icons, so I want to be able to utilize that. Then we've got an Agenda 52. This has, once again, these, you know, greens and the pinks and corals. So I thought I would pull that. I think these are really fun little washi strips here. And then the last Happy Planner book that I have pulled from is the Modern Farmhouse. I think a lot of these tones work like really well with the colors in the Elegance Blooms collection. So I've pulled that out, and this has some really good, where are they? Like these little boxes I think are great, and stickers, and just really trying to use up my stash. I think these headers are really helpful too in setting up your planner for the month. So that's a look at the stickers. We've gone through stamps, ink colors. I've also got from the Citrus Twist Valentine's exclusive kit that's going to be coming out these simple story journal bits. I'm not sure exactly how and if I will use these, but I kind of wanted a pop of like a fun pink color and going with this coral. So I pulled some of these out. I would probably have to adhere these to my planner with some adhesive, but I'm not too like bothered by that. But I think this would be really cute for that bottom section that I had talked about that I did this similar element, maybe I could use a repeated tag or ticket at the bottom there for February. Then last but definitely not least, I've got some washi tapes that I've pulled from my stash for this month. Push this to the side. So I do have the washis that come in the Traveler's Notebook memory keeping kit that is super cute. Has the green and the blues here, and it has the Monday through Sunday abbreviation. I think that's really cute. And then I've got, this is from the January Traveler's Notebook kit, which is just super neutral and I think could work with really anything. Then I've got several from Coco Daisy, or excuse me, from Heidi Swapp. I believe these are all from her Carefree line. And then this is from one of her Stop the Blur memory keeping kits. And once again, just those greens and that fossilized amber color are just repeated. And I just, boop, there you go. So this is also like more of a modern design, right? These dots are really popular right now. So that could blend some of these more traditional elements as well. Then, oh, we got another Heidi Swapp. And then this is from, I want to say this is from October for Coco Daisy, either October or September. And this works really, really well with the Elegance blooms as well. So I did pull that from my stash. So that's a little look at what I'll be using this month. I'm going to go ahead and get the first week dated. And then I'll share some few photos of how I have the first week looking like for February. If you have any questions or you have any comments for me, let me know. I'd be curious, do you kind of curate your own collection of supplies to use for each month? I think this is an awesome way to be able to utilize your stash. For example, these are 2 brand new items to me, but I'm pairing them with sticker books that I've had in my stash for some time. I also think that, you know, with these stamps, it gives you, you know, an opportunity to look back in your stash in past months and wonder, oh, you know what, last year there was another more themed Valentine's Day. Let me go ahead and pull that out. And then that way, if they're in front of you and they're in, you know, a basket or a bag at your desk, it gives you that opportunity to kind of shop your stash and get excited for the supplies that you've curated and the collection that you have to work with. So let's go ahead and I'm going to jump into this. Off the bat, I am adding my week of date stamp in the top left-hand corner there using a roller date stamp from Heidi Swapp. I have used that throughout the planner so far, and I like it. It's simple, it's easy, and it just adds that little detail. And then I'm moving on to stamping out the dates. So this is the undated version of the Hemlock and Oak planner. So just like I mentioned, I'm going to be using the same stamp set throughout the month. And I also decided that I'm going to keep the ink color the same throughout the month. I decided to go with one of my favorite neutral colors from the Distress Oxide collection, the Antique Linen. The stamp set that I'm using here is from Citrus Twist. It is currently available in the shop if you're interested. I love this stamp set because it comes with alphas and a full number set, and then it has both a bold and a regular type of font, and I think it really works well to mix and match with different fonts if you want to add different stickers or different fonts in the version of stamping. It works really well with a lot of different styles. With my week numbered and ready to go, I am moving on to building the cluster at the bottom side of the right page. Now, I've been doing this so far this year. I really like this repeative element. I also think that it kind of separates each week from each other and gives it that personality. I am using a wide variety of different shops in this cluster. I have some Heidi Swapp. I have Citrus Twist exclusive from the Happy Heart Simple Stories. I have Coco Daisy. That little cute XO is from Kelly Stamps, and I'm going to be doing some stamp stamp layering here, and all I'm doing is masking off a part of that label ephemera die cut, and I'm finding a color that I want to use with my little color coding sheet here, and I'm going to stamp right on top of that post-it. And you'll see once I pull it up, it's going to look like it is part of the label, and I think that that looks really cute, and I love how that came out. With the Hemlock and Oak Undated planner, I have been wanting to add a bit more structure to my pages. I do like how there's an open canvas. It's freeform enough that you can make it work for a variety of different planning styles. For me personally, I wanted to have more division between my days of the week, and you'll see that I'll be adding a highlighter to kind of time block some different activities that I have or important times. And I really encourage you to think about if there's different ways you can build in that structure to a planner system that you're using. I think for me, visuals are always super important. So you'll see here, I'm adding in those highlighting of when I, start work, when's lunch, things like that. And I'm really digging this so far. I think that there's definitely opportunities to mix it up in the future. Here's a look at the rest of February, ready to go to add my plans and creativity sprinkled throughout the month. If you enjoyed this setup video, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. I'd also really love to know if you use your own DIY stash for each month, and this could be for creative planning, but also for your memory keeping projects as well. If you're interested in seeing more content like this, please be sure to hit the subscribe button. We would love to have you here to share more memory keeping and creative planning process videos. Until next time, take care.